Standard costing. Standard costing. Good evening, viewers. You're welcome once again to Web Educate. Now, today's lecture, we are focusing on standard costing. Standard costing. Standard costing. Tips for the formulae. Tips for the formulae. That is what we are focusing on today. Back in my school days, standard costing is one of the complicated topic that I find difficult to understand, because you have to read and read before you put the formulae upstairs. But I've now come across, I've under through many studies that I've so that I can present it in a simple way for students who have been following us, to understand it in a simple way, so you can grab it, so that you will be spending little time to achieve a big or valuable something. So I've come across this and I'm presenting it to you. And I've said it that Web Educate is committed to add value. Watch out for more of our video in the future, because we want to make things simple, make things easy, make accounting easy. So standard costing. What is standard costing? Standard costing is under accounting. Standard costing is an accounting tools that the management use to control costs. It's a predetermined cost or value that management use to manage, plan the budget, and do what? And manage and control costs. Use to plan budget and use to what? To manage and control costs. And also evaluate cost management performance. Use to evaluate management performance. Because what is the meaning of that? Evaluate management performance. Predetermined cost has been set. Then when the actual is not taking place, you now compare the budget against the actual cost. If the budgeted cost is lower than the actual cost, that means the management is performing. But when the actual cost is higher than the predetermined cost, so managers have to be called to order, called to account. So this is what predetermined cost was. After the evaluation, you have to what? To cut costs. You have to control costs. You call management to order based on the actual and the budgeted costs. So like I said, I've come across a simple way to present the formulae to the students. But it's just a tips, not the in-depth the formula, but a tips of the material variance, total direct material variance, total labor cost variance, and total overhead cost variance. It's just the tips. I'm not giving the full formula, but the tips for you to what? Understand it. And the tips is that once you understand that there's a cost element, And what are the cost elements? The prime cost, which are the direct material, direct labor, direct expenses, and the overhead. So when you add it together, I give you the total cost. I'm talking about what? Cost per unit. So let me give the what? The cost elements. Let me just take this as dollar value. What are the cost elements? You have the direct material, you have the direct labor, you have the direct expenses. The direct labor, direct expenses, and direct material. Let's take it here. Add it together, this gives us prime cost. Then you have the overheads. The overheads. And that is a variable overhead. Variable overhead because of space. Let me manage it this way. Variable overhead and fixed overhead. You add it together and gives you total cost per unit. So if you understand cost elements this way, direct material cost element per unit. Cost element per unit. If you understand it this way, so standard cost will be what? Will be easier for you to understand. Like I said, I'm not giving the full formula under this, but just framework for you to know what? The formula. Like the material, direct labor, with the exception of what? Of direct expenses. Cancel this. So now go this way. Let's say direct material, you divide it into 2. You share it into 2. Direct material. So what gives rise direct material is we want to control cost. The cost element. Direct material, the cost of direct material is what? Now divided into material price variance, then material usage variance. Material price variance and material usage variance. Maybe in the note. Material price variance and the material usage variance. Look at it. Then the addition of this with this plus this, M stands for material, P stands for price, V stands for variance. M, material, usage, variance. Do you see? The addition of this now gives us total direct material cost variance. Material price variance plus material usage variance give us total direct material cost variance. You have this plus this. Give us total direct material cost variance. Labor. Labor also have. Labor on is rate. Direct material is what? Is price. Then the quantity we use is the usage. The price is the P, material price variance. What the quantity that we use, the quantity of goods that we use in the production is what they call what? The usage. Material usage variance and material price variance. Then direct labor cost variance. What is the formula? You have a labor rate. Then let me take this down. a bit. Labor rate, this is a labor rate variance plus labor efficiency variance. Labor rate variance plus labor efficiency variance. Look at it. L stands for labor, R stands for rate, V stands for variance, LA stands for labor, E stands for efficiency, V stands for variance. With the exception of direct expenses. The exception of direct expenses. The exception of what? Of direct expenses. Then you add it together, it gives you that cost. So leave the direct expenses, but concentrate on these two: direct material and direct labor. And this gives us this plus this, material price variance plus material usage variance, give us total direct material cost variance, because we are talking about cost. Then for this, the labor rate variance plus labor efficiency variance give us total direct labor cost variance. Do you see? Do you see? So that is that. Rate means the rate per hour. How much per hour are we giving our workers? That is the rate per hour. Then efficiency is that how many hours were they able to maximize, to minimize the hour. Because if they spend more hour, the management will be paying more. But if there were efficiency, that means they reduce the hour. Instead of using like 10 hours to produce a product, they have been maximizing the hour. They are using what? 7 hours. That's a save for the company. That is what? The save for what? To the company. That is the efficiency. That means our labor. That is what? Efficiency in our labor. Then I go to variable overhead. Variable overhead. Let me take it like this. This also, just take this 2. Or let me take it up. You have the variable overhead. So, and let me take it this way. So, what is the formula for it? When you want to determine it is what started. Look at this material. M. What started? Labor. So this also, what is a variable? Fixed. Do you see? M for material. L for labor. M material. M material. L labor. L labor. The same thing. After, just know the cost element. Know the cost element. Know what the cost element. When you know the cost element, it will be very easier. I'm not giving the full formula today, but I'm giving the what? The tips. The tips. If you understand this way, you will understand the rest. What started is material. What started is this labor. Then what started is, that is the variable overhead. Variable overhead. Variable overhead. Once, and another thing for this one is that, once you know this and this, the down part here is what is efficiency. You just change this one to what? To expenditure variance. Variable overhead expenditure variance. What's that is variable? Variable overhead expenditure variance. Then this efficiency is the same thing here. Efficiency is what is the same thing. But with the we just alter, instead of N, you alter it to what? To be V variable. Variable overhead efficiency variance. This is expenditure. How much do we spend? This is we are talking about variable overhead. That is the whole product that we produce in the company. What is the budgeted price? That is the variable overhead. But all these are per unit, per unit, per unit. But when you're talking about the variable overhead, the fixed overhead, that is what? The whole product that we produce. Assuming we produce for the whole company 150,000 units were produced. We are going to use it based on this and based on this. But this, per unit, 1 unit, 1 unit, 1 unit, 1 unit, 1 unit, 1 unit. You get it? This is the cost element. So for you to get this, you must use variable overhead is if whatever the basis, if it is labor hour basis or machine hour basis or the material basis or wages or prime cost basis, use what? The total variable overhead divided by budgeted variable overhead divided by what? Budgeted hour or budgeted material or budgeted machine hour, budgeted labor hour. Use variable overhead, total variable overhead to divide it, to have a what? This per unit. Because you are going to use what? The total to divide the total budget cost to divide what? The total budget hour, budgeted hour. Divide, you now get per unit, because you cannot get directly. Say use what? The overhead absorption, for example. Overhead absorption rate multiplied by the labor hour. Let's just say labor hour. Do you see? This one also, the same thing, overhead absorption rate. You multiply by what? If it's the labor hour, this is a variable overhead absorption rate. Then this is going to be what? Fixed overhead absorption rate multiplied by labor hour. Will now give us per unit. And how do we get variable overhead absorption rate? We are going to use the budgeted variable overhead divided by budgeted labor hour total. Now get per unit. But this will give us per unit directly. Give us that per unit directly. Do you get it now? So, but the thing that I'm giving today is what? It's not about this. It's about standard costing formulae. Once you know the cost element, just use the cost element to derive the formula for standard costing. And that is for this. Then for this also, another tip is that once you're able to determine variable overhead formula, just know that this is what is subdivided into 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The tips for this is that just bring these two, the first and the last, then leave the one in the middle, leave the two in the middle, the first and the last. What is the first? Variable overhead expenditure variance, variable overhead efficiency variance. You just alter this to be what? To be fixed. Fixed. And let me ask, what's this? It is F fixed. Fixed overhead. What's that again? Fixed overhead. Instead of variable overhead, just bring this efficiency. Do you see? Expenditure here. Expenditure variance. Then bring the down ones also. Fixed overhead efficiency variance. Do you see? And here, this is capacity and volume. Okay, I've omitted something here. Variable overhead expenditure variance plus variable overhead efficiency variance gives us total variable overhead cost variance. Give us total variable overhead cost variance. These one together give us total direct labor cost variance. This one give us total direct material cost variance. So this one, you now bring variable fixed overhead capacity variance, fixed overhead volume variance. The addition of these 4 give rise to what? To total fixed overhead cost variance. So when you now add this together and I give you total variable overhead cost variance. Do you see? Do you see? Do you see? Once you know the what, it's because of the space. You're supposed to write it. But just know that this gives us addition of material price variance. What's that is? Material price variance. Then material using variance. Price means what? The price that we have a predetermined price to buy the material. That is in kg. The material, the price per kg. Then the usage, how many quantities do we use? It may be kg, it may be tons, it may be any form. Then this, what studies, like I said, I'm just repeating myself. Labor studies, that is labor rate variance. Rate, how much do we pay per hour? The efficiency, how were our labor, how were they efficient in maximizing the hour? Labor efficiency variance. When you add this together, it gives us total direct material cost variance. You add this together, total labor rate variance, total labor cost variance. Then when you add this together also, expenditure, how much do we spend on the what? On our budget. That is overhead. Over the maybe we are producing 10 products. Product A, product B, product C, product Z. So how much do we budget for them? Then the hour that we use depends on the basis. Is it the hour? Is it the labor hour? Is it machine hour? Whatever. So we add it. That's the expenditure that we expended on all. Then variable overhead efficiency variance. The hours also. The hours also. That is why you must divide it by what is it what is the basis. So you add it together, give you total variable overhead cost variance. Not total variable, not total overhead though. Not total overhead. This give us, this is what? Overheads. Addition of variable and fixed give us the overheads. So when you add the variable and the fixed together, give you the total overhead cost variance. Total overhead cost variance. Do you see? Add these two together. Then addition of this and this give you what? Total fixed overhead cost variance. When you now add variable plus fixed, I'm still repeating it, give you what? Total overhead cost variance. Total direct material cost variance. Total labor rate cost. Total direct labor cost variance. Total overhead cost variance. Total direct material cost variance. Total direct labor cost variance. Do you see? Just know the cost element before you know. You grab it. You grab it. You grab it. You grab it. And I've said, if you're able to determine this, just bring this one, first one and second one, to first and the last here, and you put in what? The middle. This is the capacity variance, and this is volume variance. You add the both together, give you what? Fixed overhead variance. So that is that. Under the formulae for material price variance, material cost variance, labor cost variance, and the variable cost variance and the fixed cost variance. That is that. Then you now go to what? To mix and the yield variance. But for this is the tip. So in our next video, we'll now bring in the formulae for this, the formula 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 for this. But this is the tip source. If you understand this, honestly, you are going to grab the formula for standard costing. If you have been receiving any value all along from what we have been saying so far, you give us a thumb up and press the red button so that YouTube will be able to know the value whenever more of this is provided in the future, and watch out for more of this in the future. We are dedicated to give value, made easy. Cost accounting made easy. Cost accounting made easy. So thank you. Thank you for subscribing to our channel. God bless you. God bless you. See you in the next video.